Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Uzundu and today it's very glary. I might be squinting a little bit. It is early in the morning, just before I'm going to work. My husband and the kids have gone to my nan and pops to drop off the seafood for Christmas tomorrow, so this video will be delayed, but right now it's Christmas Eve and I'm going to work. Anyway, I've got a little bit of time to go through my last two favorite videos. This will be all eye products and then the next video will be lip products, so watch out for that. And we're gonna whiz through it, okay? I have got time, so we're not stressed. I have all my eye products. I have brows, not many. I have 2 brows, 2 mascaras, then the rest are single eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes. So why don't we get those 2 boring ones out of the way? Not boring, just not as exciting as eyeshadows. My 2 brow products are both from MCO Beauty. And I've had this one for quite a long time. This is the Magic Brows in the shade Blonde. It is the best tinted brow gel I think I've ever used. It's got fibers in it to bulk it up, but the reason why I love it is because it's got a tiny spoolie and it's not too wet and not too dry, so it coats my lash and sets them in place, but I don't get the color everywhere. It's not too much, it's not too dry where it goes crusty. It's perfect. It's honestly perfect, and this will be a repurchase for me when I finish it. And then this is new to me. This is a new brow product from MCO Beauty. This is the Clear Brow Gel. It is fantastic. It is comparable to the Mecca one, the clear one. Even the tube looks the same. But what I love about this is it like fully dries down and sets, but it does not go crusty. It's a really good formula. They have 2 sides to the spoolie. The top side is long and the bottom side is short. So you can kind of brush with this side and then place them down, press them down with the short side. But it's overall just a really good formula, and it's already gone gunky because I love it so much. I have 2 mascaras. One is going to disappoint my Australian viewers because you can't get this in Australia. I bought this in a Trend Mood box, but if you're American, you absolutely can get this. This is from Cali Ray, which does not ship to Australia, but because I got it in the Trend Mood box, I got it. Anyway, this is a tubing mascara. This is the Urban Decay owner, her new brand called Cali Ray. I would love to try more products from that brand, but unfortunately cannot. This is the Come Hell or High Water tubing mascara. It is so good. It like fully lifts volume, length, everything, and it's tubing. It is such a good formula. So if you're American, I highly recommend this. And then the other one is an Australian one, so only Australians can get this one. This is the Raw Superfood Infused Beauty Loaded Lash Mascara. Volumizing mascara with coconut oil. So this brand, this was sent to me. This brand is Superfood Infused Beauty, so they're quite natural, and this one has the coconut oil. It doesn't feel like it's oily when I put it on. If anything, it dries down really well. It's just such a beautiful mascara, and I think if you saw my video of trying this on in like a new makeup video, you will have known I've been raving about this ever since I got it. I love the wand because the tip you can really get in there, and it's a great formula. I just really enjoy this, and this you can get online or they're sold in chemists and health food stores as well. So have a look at your local like Vita, you know what's that superfood, what's that health food store, Vita, you know, and I'm talking about Vita Good, you know what I'm talking about, all of those. Okay, let's go into my single eyeshadows. I love single eyeshadows. So there has been a star of the show. If anything, there's been a common theme that RMS have been killing it this year. I've been a fan of RMS, I want to say, for about 8 years. I've been using their products. I love RMS. They're just really natural, easy to use, beautiful, high quality products. But this year, they've been creeping their way into social media and TikTok, and well deserved, mind you. Such a great brand. So this is RMS. And these are the highlights. I have the shade Blaze Strobe. Secretly want them all. Maybe one day I'll have a little collection going. But these are my 2 favorites. So Blaze has a little bit more cool toned. I will do a quick little swatch. And you only need a tiny bit. The reason why I love these is it's a very wearable shimmer, but it's very creamy to apply, blends really easily, and then when it dries down, boy, does she dry down. And I have hooded lids that crease so easily. If I don't use an eye primer, even my general eyeshadow goes all creasy. So that's the other one, which is a little bit more neutral. They are just stunning. I rate these a 10 out of 10. They can do no wrong in my eyes. They are worth every penny because they are a little exy from Mecca if you're Australian. But they're honestly, they're worth it. I need to wash my hands. I have a mixture of high-end and affordable. So this high-end one is from Dior. This was a very special purchase for me because one eyeshadow is like $50. It's a little bit excessive, but this shade stole my heart. So this is the shade Beige Mitza. And these very neutral taupes are my perfect shade. You'll see a common theme. Those two that I just showed you, this one and the next one I show you, are all basically different versions of each other. This is a very soft, it's similar to the RMS. It's not like high, intense, heavy pigment. It is soft, it is smooth, it is just a gorgeous, luxurious formula. So I absolutely love this one. And then basically a dupe in an affordable version is the Sephora Colourful Metal Effect in a shade number 8 Shock Chalk. And this is so creamy, it's almost like a cream powder formula. It is just stunning. I gotta do a little swatch, just a little one. And as you blend this out, it's got a warm base with a cooler tone top. Look at this one's way more pigmented than the Dior, but I still love the Dior for when you want to be softer. You don't always want to be intense. This is more intense. It's just, I think these go for $14 and they're always on sale. Like Sephora collection always has a sale. That's the only one that I own and I want to own more. I keep having a list going, but I never like actually purchase. I don't know why. So the other one is I have one eyeshadow stick. This is the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Cream Shadow Stick. I just got this, but oh, I love it. The shade is taupe. I would say it's more of a soft brown. I wouldn't classify this as a traditional taupe. But it has the neutral aspects to it, but it's slightly a little bit warmer. It is matte. It is not shimmery. It's a perfect eye base when I don't really wear anything, but I just don't want my, veiny eyelids to show. I'll just put a little bit of this on, and how I use it is I actually put it on my finger and go that way. I find it very easy to blend that way. It's more natural. And when I have basically no makeup on, I'm not using brushes, sponges, all of that stuff. So I really have been loving that a lot since I got it. And then the last one is from Barry M. I think you can only get this directly from the website now. I got this on clearance at Big W, but it's no longer there. This is the shade Bewildered, and it is a metallic cream eyeshadow. It's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. It is moussey, like the Charlotte Tilbury. It's so similar. Except this shade, I don't think it matches one of the shades. Maybe like the rose gold shade, I would say. It's really pretty. I'd say it's quite soft, but look how pretty that is. I think I paid like $3 for it. I think they go for, I actually don't know how much they go for, but Barry M is a very affordable brand, and I would definitely like to try more, but this shade is absolutely stunning. It's a little bit on the warmer side. Okay, now we have eyeshadow palettes. I think, do I have a favorite eyeshadow palette of the year? I actually don't think I do. I think I just love them all for different reasons. I think I'm gonna go in no particular order. This is gonna be a mix of affordable and high-end, and as I'm looking, it's about 50-50, honestly. We've got some here that are 15, some are 20. We've got very affordable palettes, and then we've got expensive. Right, let's start with the one that is on my eyes right now. This has been an underdog. I bought this. This is the Nude by Nature Natural Illusion Eye Palette. I got the shade Soft Rose. I bought this for a video to try more Australian brands. I'd never really tried Nude by Nature, and I kept passing these, saying, I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna vibe these. There's one matte and 4 shimmers, and the shimmers look a little bit, I'll be honest, that's what I thought. I was like, you know what, it's 50% off. Buy one, do a video on it, and do a first impression. My first impression was good, but as I use it and play with it, I love it so much. So today I'm wearing 3 shades. I'm wearing this very lightly. I used a big fluffy brush, nothing dense, because I do find it is quite pigmented, so I really wanted to buff it out, right? So a little bit of this fully blended out. Then I went in with this gold shade here, and that just, it's very light shimmer. It's just glazed over the top. It's stunning. And then in my inner corner, I have this yellow gold in my inner corner, and that is it. That is it. It was so easy. I've become so in love with this palette because it's easy, it's soft, it's not too intense, and I like it. This is me in an eyeshadow look, and I've come to really, really love this particular like color story. I always thought, like, why is this plum here with like these gold tones? And it actually looks so lovely, and I love this palette. So yeah, Nude by Nature. And I was convinced because of you guys saying how good Nude by Nature is, and I was like, okay, I'll trust you guys, and I thank you because I absolutely love it, and I love the size of it too. Speaking of, these are, we've got luxury and high-end, luxury and high-end. We've got luxury and affordable next to each other, same packaging. This one is from Hourglass. So this is very new to me, but I haven't been able to put it down since I got it. And when I say, I mean like every day I'm using it. So this is the Curator 5 shadow palette. So you have to buy the palette empty, and then you buy the single shades. Now, I was hesitant to put this in, but I was like, no, I actually really love it, but I find it's too expensive. So I don't want to urge you guys to go and run and buy this because it is quite expensive. You buy the case, and I think these are like, I don't know, but I want to say they're about $40 each. They are expensive single eyeshadows. And granted, I paid $50 for the Dior, but that's like in its own casing. This you have to put in something. So you can buy one with one shadow, but that's still, it all adds up, all right? But in saying that, the formulation is so good. I did not create this palette. A makeup artist created this at my work, and then she wasn't using it, so she donated it and I got it. So I just want to say I am super grateful. I did not have to pay for this. So I didn't choose the colors, but I tell you what, these are the colors that I would have picked because these are my shades. Inner corner, pink shimmer, dark brown shimmer, and then 2 mattes. We have a nice light taupey kind of bone shade, and then a nice light brown. So this is what I would have picked for myself in a palette anyway. I just honestly, I love all of them. I don't actually have a favorite. This is more a metallic shimmer. These are more sparkly. These are spectacular, these two. I don't even think a swatch will do it justice because they're quite light. Oh no, we can kind of see. They're so pretty on the eye. Like, you know how some shadows look better when they're on the eye? These are that. They are so pretty on the eye. So yes, love that. I have to go in 15 minutes. So we're gonna finish it, we're going to. All right, now we've got 2 small palettes from Mecca Max. This formula is fantastic. I think these go for about $20 each. I have the shade Sunset Squad, which has become my favorite. This has become my favorite. It's very bright, but same with the Nude by Nature palette. I use this red really softly, and it just gives a nice warm, reddy kind of tone like this. And then like this shade here. Oh my God, the shimmers in this are spectacular. This is a duochrome. It is so pretty. And then the pink next to it is like a really nice icy pink. It's top quality. It's my favorite one of all of them. I haven't tried them all. I had another one, Smoke and Mirrors. I didn't love it, so I did declutter that one. But this Sunset Squad, so good. 20 bucks. If you're someone that likes color, or you want to dabble in color but don't want to go crazy, these blend out really nicely. If you take these 2 out, it's a really nice kind of pink palette. So pretty, but I make this wearable. I don't go heavy on these shades. I use them quite lightly and it makes it quite wearable. And then the other one I have is Disco Friends, which is your classic kind of neutral this grungy, greeny gold. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. All right, moving on, we have a brand new one that I got from Bobbi Brown. Just made it in, just made it in. I haven't bought too many eyeshadow palettes this year. I've tried to be good. I've bought lots of like cream products this year. I would say that was my main vice. Anyway, this is the Day and Light eyeshadow palette from the Christmas collection. I had a look and you can actually get this on Adore Beauty. It's not at Mecca, but it is at Adore Beauty. And I will have everything linked down below for you if you are interested. I do have an affiliated link with Adore Beauty. So if you do purchase through them, I do make a commission. Anyway, this made it in. This is a very simple palette, but I've got to tell you, the stars of the show are the shimmers. This is like a translucent peachy pink. It is stunning. It's the same color as my hand, but you can see the shift. And then this gold, oh God, it's so pretty. It's very pretty. There's the gold. So they're very neutral shades, so it doesn't really show up as wonderful swatches, but on the eye, it's very ethereal, very glowy and glossy looking, you know, kind of like glass. It's like a sheer shimmer, like a topper. They're absolutely stunning. And then you've got the basic matte to just go underneath it. So it's a really nice party palette if you just want to be like kind of glitzy and glittery. It's really good for that. Next one is the Glamour-Natrix Nearly Natural. This is spectacular. I've got to say, I also bought the Nocturnal this year, but this was, in my opinion, better. The actual formula is a little bit different. The Nocturnal is beautiful. It's the most unique, beautiful color story, but the shimmers are a bit dry, which is why I think there was that issue with them breaking. I just don't think there was enough grip to keep them together, whereas this is perfect. These shimmers, like you can't, like I don't even need to explain myself. Like, look at this. Like this beautiful stripped back. It's like an icy, exposed, the green. She knows how to do color stories. Like this is neutral, but it's still got pizzazz, you know? Gorgeous. So that is another palette that just, this one for me is a good size. I do prefer smaller palettes, but I feel like this is the biggest I'll go before I get a little bit overwhelmed. But all in all, a fantastic palette. Next we have the Morphe Vava Bloom. I had to check my videos to make sure that these videos that I review, these palettes that I reviewed were this year, and this was about 8 or 9 months ago. And I bought this when it first came out. So this is a really beautiful pink rosy tone. To me, it's comparable to the, what's the ColourPop one with the roses, the Smoke Roses or something, what it's called. And I wanted that palette. Oh, I wanted it. But I was like, Sam, you don't gravitate towards massive palettes. This came out and I was like, yes. The shimmers in here are fantastic. I love these classic Barbie pinks. Oh, I love them. So I'll swatch that. And then we've got this kind of topper shade. I do love a topper shade, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just showing you shimmers because honestly that's what I love the most. So this one here doesn't look spectacular because it's more of a topper, but it's really pretty on the eye. It's just such a pretty, girly, feminine palette, and it's really good quality too. Really good quality. I feel like Morphe is definitely getting better with their formula. Okay, next is Beauty Bay, the Neutral. We actually have 2 from Beauty Bay this year. So here is the 16 pan neutral. There was also the 9 pan and is at the 42. So here is the 16. This is the perfect one for me. I looked at the other 2. The 42 color story was stunning, but like I said, they're just huge, and I just tend to go for smaller because I like to not have to think too much about the choices. That's why I love the 5 pan Hourglass and the Nude by Nature, because it's just like there. It's just like here's your matte, pick a shimmer, you know? But in saying that, this is beautiful because it's a little bit leaning on the cool tone side, which I don't actually have a lot of. I have a lot of very neutral, but this is a little bit more versatile in the cool tones. The Beauty Bay shimmers are my favorite, but the mattes are also phenomenal. It's not like the mattes are bad, but I personally love Beauty Bay shimmers. So I'm a big fan of their eyeshadow formula. And then while we're on it, I'll do the other Beauty Bay palette I have. This is the only big palette that I love. It's my exception to the rule because look at it. Look at it. And this was the kind of palette, I saw it online, I was like, God, it's beautiful. But it's also massive. Well, I was gifted this by a subscriber, and the moment I opened it, I was like, love. It was love at first sight. In person, it is like 10 times better. I think it's because the shimmers are just so spectacular. So if you even want to look at that, super neutral. And then we go like that. Like if you really think about it, the top is very green heavy, but even from here down is quite neutral. So it's very versatile as a palette. A lot more versatile than I thought when I first saw it online. I am so in love with it. I haven't even gotten a chance to use every shade because there's 42 of them. But this is something I even need to put in my stash next because I'm looking at it and I'm falling back in love with it. It's just one of those palettes I wish I had the time to try every color, but I got a lot of makeup, guys. I don't know if you know this, but I have a YouTube channel and I have a lot of makeup. I so love this one. As I said before, I just love the Beauty Bay formula and they're so affordable and it's just top quality. Last two are luxury. We're gonna go in with the, unfortunately, limited edition. NARS and limited edition, I've got an issue and they need to come and call me and I need to tell them about it. Stop making everything limited edition because I can't use it on camera. This is the Summer Unrated eyeshadow palette. So this is my first NARS eyeshadow palette that I've bought. I have a face palette that I got at work once with like 4 eyeshadows and then face products. But this is the first eyeshadow palette I've ever owned and bought because this is the one for me. I think you'll see a common theme. I love pink rosy tones, but I love very neutral brown tones as well. So this is spectacular. Got these like topper shades and then they've got these more metallic shimmer. So I'll show you the difference. We've got this beautiful brown shimmer and then we've got this peachy topper. Can you even see the peachy topper? It's very translucent and you just put it over the top and it's very pretty compared to this. Oh, they've got what I'm trying to say, they've got an array of formulas in the one palette, which is what makes it supreme. And the mattes are very buttery soft, buttery beautiful, blah, 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 yummy. So that's the kind of palette I would travel with because it's kind of got everything I need, all the different formulas and colors in it. And then the last one is very special to me. This was a very special overpriced purchase that I made from Byredo Makeup. I mean, look at this. I've already destroyed, it comes in a little cotton bag. I've destroyed it with my makeup fingers, of course. But the actual packaging is still intact. It's so spectacular. It's like 3D. And I have the shade Corporate Colors. So some of the other ones are a little bit more colorful. This is the very neutral one of all of them. And I love this palette. So it's only got one matte in the middle. This is the matte and it's the same with what I've got on my eyes. Blend it out and it gets really nice and soft and then you can put a shimmer over it. So we've got this very dark brown. This is like a very deep green. Very deep green. We've got the Perfect Taupe, which is maybe kind of the reason I bought it. And then this very light shimmer for like inner corner highlighting situation. I'm gonna show you the taupe and this forest green. And it's just a really nice palette. If you wanna go a little bit grungy, this is what I like to pick for when I wanna go a little bit deep, dark and mysterious, which I do love. You guys know I love a smoky eye. So that's all of it. That's everything. What time is it? I've got to go. I will do my lipsticks in another video, so that's okay. I really wanted to do this one now. So thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments your favorite eyeshadow palette or brand of the year, just a favorite eye product, sorry. Tell me your favorite eye product down below. I would love to know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and it makes me think about, ooh, I've not tried that. I've not thought about trying that before. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a lovely day. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.